And my mental health has definitely been taking a toll through all of it. I've been reading The Fire Next Time by James Baldwin, finding the actual point in why do I have these rules for myself. A series I've been wanting to do on this channel with coming back is kind of just like a mental health vlog where there's kind of an overarching theme, talk about different topics. It's more like a little deeper conversational pieces. And I thought about just starting it last week because of the amount of buffoonery that is going on in this country, in the world right now. And my mental health has definitely been taking a toll through all of it. I've been only getting like maybe 2 hours of sleep a night. And that's like normally I'll fall asleep around 6 in the morning, wake up at 7, go back to sleep, wake up at 9, and then I'm up for the rest of the day. I went through a phase first of just kind of fight or flight where I was like paralyzed with grief, fear, sadness. But then thankfully I had a basically 5-day weekend during the inauguration weekend. And so I did not leave my bed. I either slept 16 hours or I didn't sleep for 2 days straight, and there was no in between. I tried to get lost in books and just try to escape, but I couldn't. And back in 2020 with the Black Lives Matter movements and everything, my mental health hit like a very low point where I didn't want to know. I kind of just had to hit it. Ignorance is bliss, and the amount of privilege that I have to be able to do that and to be able to say that. But at this point, like, I can't. I don't want to. And so trying to make sure I balance taking care of myself and my mental health and doing all that I can for anyone, everyone that I can, finding as many resources as possible, backing up files, finding banned books, trying to stay up to date with the news, but then filtering what is accurate news, what is actually happening, what is fear-mongering, like all that kind of stuff. And it's overwhelming, and I feel like a lot of people are going through that. And so I figured I'll just start off a mental health vlog for this week. It's currently Monday, and last night I slept for... What time did I go to sleep? I went to sleep at like 8 p.m, woke up at 10, didn't go to sleep again until I ended up 1 p.m. I fell asleep and then woke up at 3. And I have been up since. But I need to... Like, my fridge is not empty, but it's empty of all the like main pieces. I have a lot of side things, so like I need to go grocery shopping this week. I'm trying to be more active and mindful in what I'm eating, what I'm intaking, where I'm shopping from, which I already kind of was doing. I've just been like slowly working more towards that and trying to be mindful of how much am I spending, keeping track of my expenses, all of that kind of stuff.
Pretty Little Lies is part of my personality. And if I'm showing myself online, that sounds weird. If I'm showing myself online in terms of what I enjoy, this is what I enjoy.
Now don't let the scenery fool you. It's 57 degrees right now, but I needed to get out in the sun. I haven't been outside of my room really for longer than like a 10-minute car ride in probably 3 weeks. I just need some vitamin D, something. I've been reading The Fire Next Time by James Baldwin. That's kind of where I left off. And this book has really got me like reminding me of a lot of things that I learned at one point and I knew at one point, but kind of had gone to the back of my mind. And it's kind of just like the Black religious experience of the 60s after World War II, still with issues of segregation. And I really like the way that it's written. It really makes me digest and like think about every single line that's written. I also finally got some sleep last night. Fell asleep at like 11. And then when I woke up to do I have to do like a phone muster where I send a text by 7 a.m. to let someone know that I'm alive. Where I don't have to be to class until 9:30. So I was able to go back to sleep after. Because normally I'm too tired to get out of bed, but got tired and have to fall back asleep. But I'm just gonna lay here, listen to the waves crashing, continue reading this book. From the publisher, The Fire Next Time is a national bestseller. The book that galvanized the nation, gave voice to the emerging civil rights movement in the 1960s, and still liked the way of understanding race in America today. At once a powerful evocation of James Baldwin's early life in Harlem and a disturbing examination of the consequences of racial injustice. The book is an intensely personal and provocative document from the iconic author of If Beale Street Could Talk and Go Tell It on the Mountain. It consists of 2 letters written on the occasion of the centennial of the Emancipation Proclamation that exhort Americans, both black and white, to attack the terrible legacy of racism. It was described by the New York Times Book Review as sermon, ultimatum, confession, deposition, testament, and chronicle, all presented in searing, brilliant prose. The Fire Next Time stands as a classic of literature. There's a lot of other books that are by James Baldwin, and I'm interested to read more of them. A few that also show up are Giovanni's Room, If Beale Street Could Talk, Go Tell It on the Mountain, Notes of a Native Son, I Am Not Your Negro, and Going to Meet the Man. This book is only 128 pages, and I rated it 4 stars. It's rated as a 4.62 on Fable. I felt that I was back in my father's house, as indeed in a way I was. And I told Elijah that I did not care if white and black people married, and that I had many white friends. I would have no choice if it came to it, but to perish with them. For, I said to myself, but not to Elijah, I love a few people, and they love me, and some of them are white, and isn't that more important than the color? Elijah looked at me with great kindness and affection, great pity, as though he were reading my heart, and indicated skeptically that I might have white friends, or think I did, and they might be trying to be decent now, before their time was up. It was almost as though he were saying, they had their chance, man, and they didn't. Hi!
It's a beautiful day.
It really is. These puppy doggies. And I looked around the table. I certainly had no evidence to give them that would outweigh Elijah's authority or the evidence of their own lives or the reality of the streets outside. Yes, I knew 2 or 3 people, white, whom I would trust with my life. And I knew a few others, white, who were struggling as hard as they knew how, and with great effort and sweat and risk to make the world more human. But how could I say this? One cannot argue with one's experiences or decision or belief. All my evidence would be thrown out of court as irrelevant to the main body of the case, for I could cite only exceptions. The South Side proved the justice of the indictment. The state of the world proved the justice of the indictment. Everything else stretching back throughout recorded time was merely a history of those exceptions who had tried to change the world and had failed. Was this true? Had they failed? How much depended on the point of view? For it would seem that a certain category of exceptions never failed to make the world worse. That category, precisely, for whom power is more real than love. And yet power is real. And many things, including very often love, cannot be achieved without it. In the eeriest way possible, I suddenly had a glimpse of what white people must go through at the dinner table when they are trying to prove that Negroes are not subhuman. I had almost said, after all, well, take my friend Mary, and very nearly descended into a catalog of those virtues that gave Mary the right to be alive. And in what hope? That Elijah and the others would nod their heads solemnly and say at last, well, yes, she is all right, but the others. Make sure to drink your water. I've come, said Elijah, to give you something which can never be taken away from you. How solemn the table became then, and how great a light rose on the dark faces. This is the message that has spread through streets and tenements of prisons, through the narcotics wards, and past the filth and sadism of mental hospitals to a people from whom everything has been taken away, including, most crucially, their sense of their own worth. People cannot live without this sense. They will do anything, whatever, to regain it. This is why the most dangerous creation of a society is that man who has nothing to lose. You do not need 10 such men, one will do. And Elijah, I should imagine, has had nothing to lose since the day he saw his father's blood rush down and splash, so the legend has it, down through the leaves of the tree on him. But neither do the other men around the table have anything to lose. Okay, I am officially cold. My feet are freezing, and this wind has officially made me, icy. So, I think this is enough sun for today, and I really want to go inside and get comfy and warm. And my phone's about to die. So I didn't think, oh yeah, I should recharge it before I left. So, yeah, we're gonna go inside now. That's the weird thing too, is I'm going inside because I'm cold, but I've been thinking this for a while now. Okay, I'm ready to go inside. I'm cold. I'm ready to go inside. I'm cold. But it's so beautiful outside. I should enjoy the weather. I haven't really been outside in the past few weeks. I need to make the most of it. And I've just been in my head thinking, no, I need to enjoy this view. But then I feel bad that I'm not continuing to read. And I'm just giving myself these rules that I feel like I need to follow. But then all the rules contradict each other. When at the end of the day, finding the actual point in why do I have these rules for myself? Why do I feel the need to stare at the water and listen to the waves and not put on headphones? It's nice right now, but I brought my headphones just in case. I know a lot of times I can't just focus on the waves. I have to listen to music and get lost in the music and focus on the scenery because the sound isn't stimulating enough. But I should be alone with my thoughts more often. And then there's the should, which is a whole thing in therapy that's it's not necessarily that I should or that I have to. There's no rule. And that's a mental illness, love. Okay, let's go. Not only do we tend to fall into patterns of, I should do this, I should do that, I should go outside more, I should get more sun, I should read more, I should focus, I should be alone with my thoughts, but I should listen to my body and what my body needs. But my body needs stimulation, it needs music playing, it needs to be inside, it needs to cocoon. But you shouldn't cocoon, you should expand and get out of a slump. But my body's telling me I need to rest more, but I've rested too much. Or I need more sleep, but I need to be doing something productive. We give these rules to ourselves. Society gives us these rules. Society gives us rules based off of gender, ethnicity, sexual orientation. No matter who you are, society tells you who you should and shouldn't be. Social media tells you what you should and shouldn't be doing. Psychology and therapists tells us our negative thought processes that are or are not working. And then we take that and say, okay, so I shouldn't be doing this, I should be doing this, and continue in this cycle of believing that we are doing life wrong. But at the end of the day, existing is doing the only thing you need to do. No one chose to be born. You exist on this plane of existence. Telling yourself these rules of, I need to amount to something. I need to be more caring. I need to set more boundaries. I need to do the dishes. I need to do laundry. I need to be a productive member of society. I need to be there for other people. I need to put myself over others. I need to care more about others. I need to care more about myself. I need to eat healthier. I need to stop thinking so much about what I eat. I need to read more. I need to stop comparing what I read to other people. I need to love and care about myself. I need to work out more. I need to be healthier. I need to stop being so hard on myself. I should eat healthy. I should make a meal plan. I shouldn't go get fast food. No matter how many rules we continue to make for ourselves and then put ourselves down over and over and over again, is that what living truly is? That's not what it there's the word should be. And that's the thing. We have created as a society and within ourselves these rules that we have to follow or need or should or could or want to follow. But at the end of the day, nothing super detrimental is going to happen if you do not follow one of these sometimes. You have to give yourself a break. There is no rule or law or divine intervention that is going to command that you follow every single one of these rules that you place on yourself, that your family places on you, that your friends or your boss or anyone says you have to do 24/7. Comparison is the thief of joy, and that simply breaks down to the comparison of what you feel like you should be doing and what you are currently doing. Most of the time, whatever you're doing is okay. There's nothing inherently wrong in it, but it feels inherently wrong because what you think you should be doing. Of course, now that I pick up my camera to record, the air decides to turn on and blow out air. So I'm sorry that noise is annoying. I didn't realize it until I was just editing. But that's not the point of this clip. The fact that I cannot function with doing one thing at a time. I literally have 3 screens out in front of me. 4, because my phone. I am watching a YouTube video while I'm not editing my YouTube video. It's uploading right now, and so, well, not uploading, it's processing, it's doing something. I'm trying to get that saved so I can get that video up. It's the Onyx Storm video, so if you haven't seen that, I read Onyx Storm, and it's really good. And then this one, what do I even have in here? Oh, I was editing the thumbnail for it. I don't even know if you can see it on there. I edit the thumbnail on that computer because it has Adobe Photoshop, which I don't have on this computer. And then I have Larry up here watching her Barnes & Noble shopping haul. I don't know what I'm saying. And then I was about to pause that and pick up my phone and scroll on TikTok because the video is just not keeping my attention right now. And it's almost 11 p.m. I don't want to go to sleep until I get this video processed because I had it processing and then it got to the last 2 minutes of the video and it just cut out and was like, oh, export failed. And I was like, okay. So now I have to re-export it and then get it uploaded onto YouTube so it can upload and process while I'm sleeping. It's been a day. Did I even take my meds today? It's Tuesday, right? Yeah, I took them. I feel like my mental health hasn't been, like, terrible this week. Last week it was definitely worse, but I should probably schedule my next therapy appointment, actually, because I did not do that. So I'm so used to everything. I've been using BetterHelp, which I did not like the first therapist that I had. Did not work well. It was absolutely a bad time. Oh, that was nice. She messaged me 3 days ago. My bad. I definitely did not respond or schedule. But now I don't want to schedule because now that's just overwhelming because I feel obligated to respond. Stop rubbing eyes while talking. So I just feel obligated to respond. So I no longer want to do that. I'll remember eventually. Yeah, that's about all I've been doing today. I feel like I'm literally always wearing this. I'm wearing, like, other clothes underneath. But it's just so comfy. It gets cold in here. Anyway, it's 5 a.m. I didn't go to sleep. But that's fine. At this point, there's no point in going to sleep. I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna cook. And then if I have time, I'm gonna go to the gym before class. But I think I'm gonna go to the gym after class. Then take a nap. And then I need to run errands. And I still really need to study for my advancement exam. I've studied a total 1 time. That's fine, everything's fine. I'm just gonna watch a Lord DIY vlog. I'm also gonna take this off because now I'm hot. I'm gonna drink my protein shake because I'm hungry. Maybe I should go grocery shopping today. I need to go. No, because I should probably go grocery shopping. Yeah. I don't need to cook food. I already cooked my chicken. This is what I get for like not sleeping. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, what is it? It's honestly wild how I've just not updated this. It's now Friday. Wednesday, because I stayed up all night Tuesday, didn't sleep. Wednesday, I got out of class, went straight to sleep, woke up like maybe 2 times throughout, and then woke up the next day for class. I slept for 20 hours. But that's fine. And then I did a bunch of work yesterday, trying to like catch up on a bunch of things that I needed to do. And then stayed up all night last night, trying to do like long distance communication with anyone when like everyone that I worked with is now in Japan and now I'm back in Virginia. So anytime I want to talk to anyone, I have to stay up all night. To be able to talk to them on their time, or they have to stay up all night to talk to me on my time. So that's been a difficulty. But today I was like, oh, I'm gonna run these errands, whatever. And I did go to Legal and I got groceries, which was great. I now feel like it feels so much better because I kind of got into the scarcity mindset of just like, I don't have any food, but I don't have the motivation to go buy food, but like there's still something in here that I could make and blah, 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 because I'm trying to not waste food, especially with the fact that like, because I have to move so soon, I don't want to get too much, because that kind of happened when I was in Virginia last time.
I was here for a month, and I went back home for 2 weeks. And then, I went back home for a week, and then I stayed in an Airbnb out here for a week, and then I checked into my new school. So, like, during that 2 weeks, I was living out of a suitcase and, like, basically out of my car, and so I didn't have
anything that I bought for that month that I was in Virginia last time. I had to eat all of it, and then anything that, like, would go bad, I had to throw away. And it felt very wasteful, and I really don't like doing that, because it's a waste of money, and it's a waste of food. And so I'm trying to avoid doing that again. But I am here for 3 months, but I basically have 2 months left. And so I just got a bunch of stuff that I needed because I got to the point that I had nothing in the fridge, nothing in the cupboard. And I was like, perfect, we're gonna start fresh and I can get everything that I want, and I have 2 months to finish it. And so I should be okay. And I also kind of want to work out today, but I don't know, it's getting really late. And I need to fix my sleeping schedule because tomorrow I started signing up for more volunteer. Oh, why are you gonna die, camera? Anywho, my camera ended up dying at that point. I filmed another clip because it is now weeks later and I'm editing this, but it just makes more sense to cut off this vlog here, and then the next mental health vlog will start kind of from where this one left off. I was about to explain to you that I started volunteering and I had 2 volunteer opportunities that weekend and I vlogged those. So those will just be in the next mental health week of my life. I'm kind of still new to getting back into vlogging and this style of vlogging, so bear with me. There's not really like an overarching theme to this, but there were a couple different topics that I touched on throughout the video. I hope that it resonated, or at least like a part resonated with you. And if not, none of this was relatable at all, then maybe you can still learn that there are people out there that this does resonate with, and to have patience with people and understanding and have a look inside of what their mind could be like. But I just wanted to come in here and say thank you so much for watching this week's video. I hope it helped you in some way. If it did, please let me know in the comments, and please like this video if you liked it. It really helps me out, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.